Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. Aminatian Explains. And if you are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel. So, I will solve another problem, which are this list, blind 75 lit codes question list. And the today question is also from the array. The name of question is a maximum product sub array, right? So let's understand the problem first, and after that we will go through the solution. Okay. So actually, in this problem, we have given a array like 2, 3, -2 and 4. Okay. And what can I do? We have to maximize our product of sub array. Let's suppose we can choose any sub array like 2, 3. 2, 3 is also sub array. 3 -2 is also sub array. 2, 3 -2 is also sub array. 2, 3 -2, 4 is also sub array. And we take the product of this subarray, like the product of this subarray is 6, product of this subarray is -6, and product of this subarray is -12, and product of this subarray is equal to 6 minus 12 and -48, right? So we have a maximum, like we have the product of uh, every subarray, okay, and we take maximum. And suppose that if we have only 4 subarray, right? So we take maximum, and maximum out of those 4 value is 6. So for the current scenario, our answer will be 6. So that's the problem. Let's jump to the solution part, how to solve this problem, right? So yeah, so there are two methods to solve this problem. So in this first method, method, what can I do? We can like find the product of every subarray, right? Because we can easily find out the subarray of every given array, right, using two loops. If we use two loops here, okay, so we can find easily all subarray, and using some temp variable, we can find out the product of array and take the maximum out of those temp values, right? So in this problem, like suppose that we have a array like 2, 3, -2 and 4, and here is the sub array for this particular array, right? 2 is also sub array, 2, 3 is also sub array, right? 2, 3 -2, and we take a product of every sub array. So product is 2, and 2, 3 is also sub array and has product is 6, right? And similar for all the sub array, right? And after that, what can I do? We can take maximum, right? So if we can take the maximum, so our answer would be 6. So this is our required answer, okay. So what's the problem in this solution? So in this problem, if we find the sub array, okay, if you find the sub array of given array, so it take big of n square, right? So it take big of n square, not big of n, it take big of n square, because here we use two loops, right? For the first loop, and also we have second for loop. So if we use the two loops, so it take big of n square, and as of for our requirement, solution must be in big of n, right? And a space complexity will be still big of 1, because here we don't use any extra space, right? So let's move to the another optimized solution, okay, which is method 2. And in this method 2, let's suppose we take a considered a case like if we have a array like this way, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So what is the maximum product of any sub array? So actually maximum product of sub array is equal to multiplication of all values like 1 into 2 into 3 into 4, which is equal to 26 24, right? if we have an array in which all values are positive, right? So there is no problem. We can take the multiplication of this array, and that's our answer. When problem occurs, if we have a negative number like -3 is negative, then we can't multiply in this way. Like if you multiply in this way, so our max is equal to -24, which is not much higher, right? If you take another subarray like only 4, so 4 is still greater than -24, right? The problem comes when we have a negative number, right? In another case, we can take it like if we have a array like -1 and -2, right? And if we take a subarray like -1 is also subarray, -1, -2 is also subarray, and -2 is also subarray, right? So subarray product is what? -1 for this case, 2 for this case, -2. So overall maximum product is what? 2. How it is 2? Like there are two elements which are both are negative, okay? And we know that if we multiply with negative and negative, so result will be positive, a huge positive, right? If we have like there are two cases, okay? So like how can we find and how can we get maximum product? The first case, which is if you multiply positive with positive, right? So it get positive result, huge positive result. And another case is what? When negative is also multiplied with negative, so it is also positive, right? So in this both case we get our answer. So acquiring this result, what can I do? We can take some a step, we can take some variable also to store the previous result, right? Let's suppose if we are at this position, so we can store the result of the previous one. Like maximum product of this subarray is what? 6, and uh, current value of nums is negative. So if you multiply with negative, then answer should be negative, but we don't want to do this because we want to take a maximum product. So that's why we can take some variable to store their result into the maximum and minimum, such that when a number is positive and when a number is negative, so if the previous result is negative, right, and current value is positive, so it not gonna to give up a maximum product, right? But if previous subarray product is negative and current value is also negative, so yeah, it's give a positive result, right? So we can consider also this case, right? So I hope you got the idea behind this problem. So let's some variable, okay? And idea is simple. Like idea is what? We store the previous result such that we can use the result. Yeah, actually we can store the previous result, and according to their current value we take the decision, and we take maximum minimum out of those conditions. Like if the current is negative, okay? So when we get the maximum result, we multiply with the mean product, not the max product. So that's why we get a maximum product. And if current is already like positive, so we multiply with the max product, not with the negative product, okay? So this is our case, okay? And using this case we can take some variable and some step. So there are two step, right? So in this step, what can I do? Like here we store some take 5 variable, like this is a temporary variable also, current max, current mean, and this is our result. Answer is nothing but result, right? So in this answer, what can I store? We can store the maximum current max, and which is the maximum value whatever we require get from the our maximum product of the subarray, right? And every step after the finding the current max, how can we find the current max? either the current value is maximum, right, and either we can get a values which is multiply with previous max, and either we can get a value from the multiply with previous mean, right, and after that we can take a maximum, okay, all of these, so it gives a maximum, right, and for the negate minimum what can you do, the process is also same as like this one above, right, max and mean, right, this is max and nums into multiply with previous mean, but here we take minimum because we want to take current mean. Why we want to current mean? Because let's suppose we have an array like this way, minus 1 and 2 and minus 3, right, so if we are reached at this position, so max is what, max is, let's suppose 2, right, and mean is what, mean is minus 2, and suppose that for this case this is negative, so we multiply with mean, not the max, because if you multiply with mean, so minus 2 into minus 3 is equal to 6, and if you multiply with max, it is equal to minus 6, which is less than 6, so that's why we can use to mean and store the current mean, right, and every step what can I do, here we can store the previous, we can update the previous max which is equal to current max, like this way, and current previous mean is equal to current mean, right, and using this formula, like we can say algorithm, right, we can find out the values of the answer, okay, and this is our answer, required answer, and in the beginning let's suppose we can also write on here, so what can you do here, like suppose we have given an array, like an array is given this one 2 3 minus 2 and 4, right, so in the starting what can you do, we can put all the starting value into current max, current mean, answer, like this way, 2 and in the previous one also, and using the above formula, like current, what is the current max, so current max is what, current max is we take maximum out of those nums I into previous max into nums I into previous mean, okay, so here we also do some similar step, right, and in the similar step we take the maximum, and here is maximum is what, 3 6 and 6, and maximum is overall is 6, okay, and for this case current mean we take minimum out of those value, so what is the minimum values, like 3 is also 3 6 and 3 6, right, so minimum is what, 3, right, so we can store 3 into the current mean, but in the answer we can update here because 2 is less than 6, because current max is greater than 6, so in this case what can I do, 2 we can compare with 2 and 6, so maximum is 6, so we can update, and here we take minimum and here we take maximum, and similar step for this also, like for the previous max and also for the previous mean, right, so in this case, like in, if we are at the index is equal to 2, right here, so in this step what can you do, like in this step we can take the similar step for the current max and similar step for the current mean, right, and we take the minimum out of all the values, and which is equal to minus 12, and we take maximum out of those which is minus 2, but in this answer we only store the max result of current max, right, so here the value of current max is what, 6 minus 2 and 4, so overall answer is what, overall the answer is maximum out of those value of current max, so overall result is 6, so this is our required answer, and every time we can update, and we can update the previous max and also previous mean, such that we can use into here, like in this formula, to finding out the current max and also current mean, right, and if I talk about the time complexity, so time complexity is big of n, why it's big of n, because here we only traverse the given array only one times, thus that the time complexity is big of n, and here we don't need to use any extra space, so a space complexity is still big of 1, because here we use a variable, and variable is not, this is counting into the very extra space, so that's the case, that's the case. Okay, and the time complexity big of n. Let's discuss the code. Okay, so code is also simple, right? Just focus on the concept. If you understood the concept, then definitely you can understood the problem and solve the problem in easily. So this is the initialization step where we can initialize the current max, current mean, and answer, and previous max and previous mean with a starting values of a given array, right? And after this two step, we have to find the current max, right? For the, and there are three possible way to in which we can get the answer, like from the nums into previous max and also nums into previous mean, and overall we take maximum. Okay, we take maximum from here, and for the current mean all steps are similar, but in this case instead of maximum we take minimum out of those three values, and this is the most crucial step where we can update the answer, right? Answer with the current max. If current max is greater than answer, if current max is greater than answer, then we have update the answer with current max. And this two step is updating the previous max and previous mean, so it is also simpler. And after that, if all steps are done, if we are out of the loop from the here, then we easily return our answer, which are our required answer. Okay, so I hope you understood the problem. Okay, and if you are new to my channel, please subscribe my channel, and here I will solve the more problem all related to DS algo, which are most important for any interview. Like there are many subsection, like in the first section the array question, right? So first of all I will solve the all array problem, because it is most important for the any interview, because I face many interview, so I have experience, uh, like which question is important for our placement interview, right? So that's all about the solution for this problem. So if you are new to channel, please subscribe my channel. Thanks a lot.